I'm Mike Aycock, and my career with ODP started in 1987. I was lucky to go with Pete Capsalis with the 74 boys to regional camp. It started a love affair that I had with ODP that has lasted to now and will always be there. It's been an incredible experience, both with the boys and then with the girls, and I just feel privileged to have been on this journey.
It's my privilege on behalf of Indiana Soccer Association to award Mike Aycock with this year's President's Award. Mike has had a long-term service for Indiana Soccer, both in club soccer and in the ODP program, which is what we're here with all these nice young players here to recognize Mike this year. So on behalf of the Indiana Soccer Board of Directors, our staff, and all the membership of Indiana Soccer, we'd like to say thank you very much, Mike, for all your years of service. Congratulations, and best of luck on your trip to California. There you go, sir. There you go. Take hold right up there.
Today I received the Indiana Soccer President's Award, which to me is an honor. It's hard for me to express how big an honor it is to me. It was presented by two gentlemen that I really respect, George Perry and Steve Franklin. And I feel like this is just an extension of my love for this particular program that I've been with for a long time. Maybe it's just a matter of longevity. But in any case, I'm very grateful for this recognition, and I'm very happy to have been involved with Indiana ODP. It will always be a love of mine.
Coach Mike Aycock, where do we begin? You were my coach when I was a 79 ODP player. Now you're one of our head coaches for the 2011 girls. In between that time, you've helped shape, mold, and direct some amazing young men and young women. We're gonna miss you, but in all honesty, what you've given us will last a lifetime. Thanks, Coach. Good luck to you.
Mike Aycock. I could go on forever about Mike Aycock, the things that he's done for the state of Indiana and for the players and the coaches in all of our communities. He's done coaching education with us from my first time back with Indiana Soccer Association. He helped us with training with ODP boys and girls from the early 90s going forward. His bubbly attitude, he's enthusiastic, he's contagious. You can't help but enjoy being around this gentleman. He brings so much to the game, he brings so much to the individuals that he's around that we're losing somebody tremendous from the state of Indiana, and California's lucky to be getting him. I think this President's Award that our Board of Directors has bestowed upon Mike is long coming. And certainly something extremely well deserved, and extremely proud to say that I'm a friend, a companion, and someone who will always cherish his time spent with Mike Aycock.
Congratulations, Mike, on your selection for the Indiana Soccer President's Award. When we first met over 20 years ago, you were teaching the Class E license with Coach Gansberg. I was attending as a coaching candidate. Little did I know, at that time, we would be on the ODP staff together for over 14 years. Although we didn't have the opportunity to coach together, as our groups would often follow one another on the training field, many times I would come early to watch the Wizard coach the girls. You have the magic touch, Mike, to coach in the positive and make the complexity of the game simple. I will always remember our 8-hour journey to Memphis and then back, truly enjoying learning about your soccer journey and the history of the game in Indiana. Your many honors speak for themselves. You certainly enjoyed the coaching journey and I was honored to be a small part of it. You will be missed at ODP, but never forgotten. Congratulations, Mike.
3, 2, 1, take one, Steve Franklin. So our GOAT is leaving, the ODP GOAT, and the GOAT's Mike Aycock. As a middle-aged coach in my 30s, I got the head coaching job at IUPUI after helping out down in Indiana. And George Perry at the time was in charge of ODP, and I asked him if he needed help, and he said yeah. And so I jumped in and helped start coaching, and the next thing I know, I'm on the way to regional camp back in the days when they had it in Carbondale, Illinois. It's southern Illinois at Edwardsville, and I meet the team bus there, and I get on the bus and give Mike a big hug, and I kind of look around, and we had a pretty good ODP team back in 1995, 96, and I don't see Beasley, and I'm like, Mike, where's Beasley? He's like, oh, his dad, Henry, wouldn't let him come because he's got summer school. And I see Keith Tennyson, who later would score the winning goal in overtime against Indiana on the way to leading UCLA to the national championship in '98, broke their undefeated season. He's on crutches. And then I was kind of curious why the goalkeepers weren't there. Both goalkeepers broke their legs the week before in the Master Tournament in Cincinnati. And I just look at Mike, and Mike's like, we're gonna get in this. He proceeded, he was the head coach and I was his assistant. And the number of lessons that I learned as far as managing a game, I don't think I could find anywhere else, be it in a book, a video, whatever the case may be. The calm demeanor that he showed on the sideline, for those that know me, it quieted me down quite a bit. But I also watched how he engaged with the players. The regional staff gave us the backup goalkeeper from North and South Dakota, and we proceeded to go through and beat every single team in our region with the exception of Kentucky. And when I say every team, Michigan was by far the top team in the region. I believe at the time they had 4 national team players. And Mike was he gave me a master class in coaching. Since then, I've had the opportunity to work with him for almost 25 years now, both in coaching education when he was at St. Mary's of the Wood and also here with ODP, but we're gonna miss him. We know he'll always be connected, but he has left the mark on the ODP program here that if we could build a statue out here, we should build a statue for Mike because he's a legend. He's a GOAT in my mind. Fantastic mentor for young children learning the game, the patience of a saint, and the knowledge of that guy at the top of the hill. You're going to climb 10,000 feet just to get some nuggets from him. So, Mike, I wish you the best out west, and I hope you keep in touch and check in on us now and then so that we know you're doing well. Love you, my man.
Hey Mike, it's Joy. I just want to wish you the best of luck. You have meant so much to me and my family. You coached Anna 20 years ago for 2 years, and you are her favorite coach. We're really going to miss you, and I know you're going to miss us. We've been talking about it, but I just want to say thank you so much. If John Carter were here, he'd be like, way to go, you deserve it. Come on, Wizard. Have a great time in California. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Idowu Kudabo. I am one of the Indiana Olympic development players. I'm coaching staff. I have been coaching with Coach Mike Aycock for the last, I'll say 22, 23 years here with the Indiana ODP. Mike has been an inspirational leader for me as a coach. He has been my mentor. He has taught me a lot of things that I could have ever asked anyone to. Most importantly is faith with Christ. We know we are all soccer players, but by him having a faith in Christ Jesus, and you can see that in his spirit as he walks with kids every day. Very, very patient. I call him a young man all the time. I love him just like I love my own brothers and sisters. Mike Aycock is one of the best soccer coaches you can ever come in contact with. I remember when I used to coach high school, I saw Coach Mike Aycock on the sideline watching every girls' high school playoff games in the heat, in the cold, scouting to recruit players for the Indiana ODP, and also when he was a college coach. Coach Mike Aycock and I, we've conducted a couple of soccer camps together in Valparaiso with Coach Danny Yeftich, and you can just feel the presence of Christ in his teaching every day. I'm very grateful. I'm very happy that he got this honor as we are moving forward in his lifetime. So it's been a blessing knowing Mike Aycock. Thank you so much, and God bless all you and everyone that coach and work with children in the game that we both love very much, football. I call it football, but we call it soccer. Thank you.
Coach Mike, first off, congratulations on your award. I want to very, very well-deserved award, but want to thank you for your many years of service to Indiana soccer, and specifically for all that you've given back to the community and the soccer world. I look back at my time with you over the last 10, 11 years, and your friendship and mentorship has meant the world to me, has helped me personally grow as an individual, not only through soccer, but as a human being. So not only are you very well deserving of this award for your achievements in soccer, but just all around as a great individual and the life lessons that you have taught everyone. So congratulations on your next stage of life. And just know that even though you are leaving us here at Indiana Soccer, that your legacy will continue to live on through all the players and coaches that you have interacted with and mentored over the years. So congratulations again, Coach. Gonna miss you.
There were some things that I have found really special about Indiana ODP, and not all of them were about individuals, but I can think of one that I'd like to talk about, and that was a young man named Jamar Beasley, who, when he first came to Indiana ODP, I don't think we even chose him on the first group in the first round when he was youngest. Maybe we did, but didn't see him as being a top state team player. That did not deter Jamar Beasley in any way. All I ever saw from him was an enormous smile, enormous enthusiasm, and a willingness to go learn something else. And what that did, it took him straight to the regional team, the national pool, and straight to the New England Revolution in a very short time. And I often cite in coaching courses the ability to see that he loved the game and he loved training and everything about it so much that it just shone out of him, and it created things for him that were truly, truly remarkable. And it's wonderful to see a person develop like that and grow like that and have joy in the game like that. And so I love it when I see it. And of course, with the girls, with the boys, all over, we see this popping up, this joy in the game, this love that will serve them in their lives beyond playing soccer. It's that joy of accomplishment, that joy of learning. And I think it's just a wonderful thing, and love to see it. This is a place where we can see it. You know, another thing that I really would like to talk about is that it isn't always that outstanding player that gives us a thrill. It's often the kids that are really trying to get somewhere and haven't started with the most amazing skills or athletic ability, but are willing to grow. And again, I'm looking out there at some of these kids, and I'm seeing it right now. I can look over there and see it. It's heartwarming. And so I recall it's maybe the 2008 girls, I can't remember. But, you know, struggling through a training year, and we go to Erie, Pennsylvania, and play against a number of other states. And it had just taken that long for them to coalesce and to start to see what they could do, and they rocked it. They played everyone well. And again, not so much the result, but the joy that they took in that learning and that experience and what they came away with and how they felt about each other. Fantastic. And that's the kind of thing we see in ODP, and I always believe we'll always see. I have a lot of gratitude and thank yous to offer. All these families who have invested in this program and have made it what it is. We can only do this because families do put their time and energy and send their kids, and these wonderful players who all these years have helped us grow the game and grow the spirit of the game. Certainly I want to thank all my heroes here in Indiana soccer and Indiana ODP from beginning to end. For all the people who have helped make Indiana soccer work. You know, that takes more than coaches to make it work. And people like Joy have put enormous effort and love into making this venture go. And so I'm so grateful. This has been such a privilege for me to be able to do this because so many people have really poured their lives into it. And so thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Thank you, Mike!